Hi, Marina Akshon here with Mark Pavlovich, and we're here at the Fullerton Golf Course, and we have results from today's event.
Well, I'm here with the golfers from Orange Coast College, the Pirates, and I'm here with Jeannie, Delilah, and Michelle, who all had great rounds today here at Fullerton Golf Course while they were out there. I mean, actually, I got told now, which one of you told me you were leading right now? I think it was you, wasn't it, that you're at the top of the board, Michelle, right now? So what was it like playing here at Fullerton Golf Course today?
It was definitely hard. My score is not that good, but I'm happy with it.
She's in the lead. She's not happy with the score right now. You know, anytime I'm winning anything, I'm thrilled to death. You know, but I'm going to go over here to Jeannie because I saw you walk with your bag on your shoulder today. Being an old guy when I was younger, I always carried my bag. So I approached you and I said, why do you carry your bag? I thought your answer was rather strange, but go ahead and tell me again why you carried your bag.
Usually, if the course is hilly, I feel like it's easier to carry your bag because you're kind of pulling something up versus pushing like your heavy cart. So Fullerton, I don't know if you know, is extremely hilly, so I feel like carrying was easier. So if it was flat, then I would have had a push cart because just cruise, but carrying today.
Of course, I've got to ask, before I ask you anything else, how was your game today out on the golf course?
It was all right. Definitely could have done better, but I stayed under 80, so I'm happy with that.
You know, I'd be happy if I stayed under 82, at least my age-wise. I like that. She agreed with me out there. So when we look at your game, of course, I'm talking to Jeannie, and she's telling me what a mid-range iron is. When I played the game in the old days, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we used to love to play those games. Now there's a lot of hybrids that everybody uses. So what do you have in your bag?
Right now, I substituted my 4-iron for a 4 hybrid because I needed that extra distance because I don't hit the ball very far, so I definitely need the extra club to get to the green.
And when you get around the green, I mean, are you somebody that loves to use that 90-degree wedge? Do you use a chipper? Do you use a 7-iron and knock down the 7-iron as a chipping iron?
No, I have a 56 chipper, and then I usually like to chip along the green because I can get it pretty close to the hole because I don't like putting. So I practice chipping so I don't have to putt.
You walk up there. Where do you tee your ball at, and what club are you going to grab when we walk up to the tee?
Definitely today I used my hybrid 3 a lot. I barely touched my driver. It's not straight, it's fading right now, but yeah, I think my strongest club is my hybrid 3, so I've been using that a lot today.
I'm going to go back to Jeannie one more time. You told me your putting's not that good. So are you somebody that can't read greens, has problem reading greens, or like me, because I'm a little older, I line up cockeyed. So what one thing would we say if we're going to change your putting we need to do?
I think today my big thing I was working on was speed for sure. I also do have a little trouble reading greens, like I don't really know which way it's going to break. But today I was just like, stick to the line. And then it sounds funny, but have you seen Cars? Mm-hmm. You know, when he says, I am speed, I just kept saying that for my putts, and I put it within a foot every time. So I didn't have any 3 putts today. So that was good. Line was off because I didn't really make any, but at least I didn't 3 putt. I'll take it.
That's a good thing. Delilah, I'm going to go back to you. When we talk about the game of golf, and I'm looking at everybody's shoes right now, I didn't see any of you change your shoes when you came in here. So do all 3 of you wear golf cleats, or do you not? Do you just wear tennis shoes and that's what makes you comfortable?
No, we wear golf shoes to the course. I mean, a lot of them wear different shoes to then change out to after because sometimes like you'll get muddy or wet and then you change into your like slides. But here, yeah, we all wear the same golf shoes.
And last, before I let you three ladies go, I know you're competing against other colleges, but I saw you three sit down and talk with each other, and I talked to you about, once again, we have to get a photo bomber that walks in here. Once again, you play against each other. Is there more competition between you three when you're on the course than your opponents? I'm going to start with you. Do you play more against these two or the opposing teams?
I definitely play more against the opposing teams. When we go out to play, it's just all fun and games. Like, we love playing with each other. I would take that any day over playing with others. Not gonna lie.
So that's what we've got with the team from Orange Coast College, talented student athletes. And let me just bring that up. All three of these ladies, Delilah, Michelle, and Jeannie on my right, they are student athletes. Give them a little love. Come on out and watch women's golf on the collegiate level, especially here, and see where these women take the rest of their life. I'm all for and cheering for these three no matter where they go in life. I wish you all success. If it be with golf or whatever, I hope you all get to be what you want to be. And I want to thank all of you for coming on the air with somebody who's, well, if we add up your three ages, I'm still older than that here today. So Orange Coast College, Michelle right now leading the tournament. We'll see what happens before the end of the day. For the players from Orange Coast, I'm the OG.
Hi, I'm Arya Nakshon here on the Coaches Show on Hornet Radio with Julie Garcia. How do you think you did today?
Not my best performance. This is a really tough course, so not too good, but it's okay. Tomorrow's another day.
Was there anything specific that was tough about it for you?
For those of you that don't know, the greens were aerated, so they were punched, so it was very difficult to determine where the ball was going to break.
Was there anything that you did maybe prior today to help you prep for that?
We came on Tuesday and we checked them out because it takes a while, but they're still pretty sandy out there, so it's a little bumpy. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I heard from some other people on the course, they were saying that it was, and it might have made it a little bit more of a challenge. There's also obviously the weather factor, and it's a little bit wet out there.
Yep.
Did that affect you in any way?
Yeah, when it's colder, the ball doesn't roll as much, so I was definitely losing some yardage. Yeah, that's it.
Was there any specific part of your game that you think you maybe relied on more because of that?
I think I tried to hit the ball harder, and that ended up not working out for me, but yeah.
Would you consider yourself more of like a level-headed player when it comes to making mistakes and trying to get back on par?
I would say that's definitely one of the biggest things I struggle with. Once I hit a bad shot, I'm like, but I kind of have to just let it go. So I've been working on that to be more positive throughout my game.
Right. And then on a more fun note, do you do peanut butter jelly sandwiches at all?
Peanut butter and jelly? Mm-hmm. I like peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
How would you make one of those?
Just peanut butter, cut a banana.
Well, thank you so much for the interview, Julie.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Arya Nakshon here on Hornet Radio on the Coaches Show, and I'm here with Unjin and Alex. How do you think that you played today?
It was fun today. Yeah, so this course is my home course. Is for today is a very focus on my mind. Yeah, it's comfortable today. Yeah, 편안했어요. 그냥 오늘 여기 홈 경기라.
It was her home course, so she felt very comfortable today, and so she was able to focus on different aspects of her game because she was familiar with the track.
Was there anything that you thought was maybe a little bit different, including the weather?
날씨.
오늘 원래 치는 거에 대해서 오늘가 조금 틀렸어요. 날씨도 아니면 분위기.
오늘 그냥 그 날씨는 보통 때보다 시원하고 좋아서 더 집중도 잘 됐고 그리고 그냥 오늘 되게 집중이 잘 됐던 하루였던 것 같아요. 네.
So the weather was cooler, so it actually worked in her benefit. She felt a lot more comfortable, and she carries her bag, and they had a walk today. So it was a nice, refreshing condition. But overall, she was able to feel really, really focused today, and so that led to a solid round.
So I heard from a lot of the girls today that it may have affected their shot. They weren't able to hit it as far. But for you, you actually felt more comfortable with the cooler weather and it didn't affect you when it came to your long game?
그래서 원래 날씨가 차가울 때 샷가 더
네.
멀리 안 가잖아요.
네.
그래서 다른 선수들은 날씨가 추워서 샷가 멀리 안 가서 불편했었대요. 근데 은진 씨는 그렇게 안 느꼈어요?
그래서 저는 그 바람 생각을 해서 어떤 코스에서는 한 클럽을 더 잡기도 했고 그리고 조금 더 약간 뒤에서 계산해서 좀 친 것도 있고 그렇게 계산해서 좀 친 것 같아요. 바람을 생각해서.
So for the weather, because I think she was already familiar with the home course, and so when she felt the weather and knew that the window was behind or in front of her and it's with cooler conditions, she was easily able to grab a club up and feel confident about her choice.
All right. And on a bit of more fun note, do you have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Have you had one?
No.
그거 땅콩 해골 젤리 섞어서 샌드위치 먹는 거예요. 한 번도 안 먹어봤어요? Oh yeah, she's never had it.
All right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Ari Nakshon here on the Coaches Show on Hornet Radio, and I'm here with Coach Naveen and Coach Alex. You guys played well today. What do you think about how the results were?
What's most impressive to me is the improvement over the season. We've come out here and we practice our home practice course, and it's rough, but with consistent work and their perseverance, there's been improvement. We had 5 scores under 100 today, and that is our best all season. So I really see a trajectory with our scores now starting to match our efforts. And usually there's a delay between results and effort, and today we saw a fantastic correlation today.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I mean, he said it all, but I think another thing is just the positivity of our players. They always come here with a great attitude and a willingness to learn and are so open and receptive to what the course has to offer and what they learn from other players. So I think that really works to their benefit.
Do you think it's something that you guys maybe like taught them, or is it just a mindset that they've been in with the whole season? How do you think that like affects maybe even just today the way they played?
I think golf is a very strategic game, and it largely reflects your relationship with yourself and your game, and so it's largely mental. And so I think for them, it's just another tool that they have in their tool belt of, hey, if it's colder weather, then this is how we're going to play. So for them, because they're so positive and willing to learn, they just soak it all up, and they're like, wait, new conditions, like, let's tackle this. What do we need to do? So I think it all comes together, and it's really, the players work so hard. So how they score and how they show up is really a testament to who they are and how solid they are.
Do you think there is something that you want to take away or add to the next time you see them out here, or add a different course that you want them to really, put towards their game and say, hey, you played even better today than you did last week? For either of you?
I'll let you answer that one.
Oh, no, go for it.
One thing I noticed was that anytime there's a really good result, a good shot, a good swing, I want them to remember that, right? And if you can attach more memories to positive experiences, then the negative is there, and I agree that you have to create space for it, but you always know that there's such a great opportunity ahead of you. And I want them to be thinking that, and I feel more of that now. Beginning of the season, sometimes I shot so poorly, and it's really good to have a day like today, so they say, now we can say, look how well you did at our home course. And something happened this week. We were coming home from a tournament on Monday night, and we normally don't have a practice the next morning. We've been in San Diego, and on the way home, they're like, Coach, can we practice tomorrow? Can we practice tomorrow? And well, this Tuesday at 6:30, between 6:30 and 6:45, 5 of our players showed up and we played 9. And then I found out I had to leave, and they played another 9. So they put in the work on their own, self-initiative, and the result paid off. And you're not necessarily looking for results, but you are looking for positive feeling. And sooner or later, they begin to merge, and that's what happened.
You just heard from the women's golf team here at Fullerton College, and they talked about the weather, Mark. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think they use the weather as an excuse. I don't think that works when you're playing golf. A lot of them just didn't play well today, but we had some from Orange Coast, Cuyamaca, and other schools around the other desert that they all played well. And so I think at the end of the day, it's how well you play. It's not the weather. It's not different things that go on. It's you as a golfer against a course. And today the course won out.
Would you say that because everyone has the same weather that they're playing in, it's a fair field no matter what?
Yeah, I do. I think it's fair for all of them. They're playing into the same conditions. And so at the end of the day, it's what skills do you have? Am I a better putter, chipper, or driver? That's what wins it today.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in this week on the Coaches Show on Hornet Radio. I'm Ari Nakashone, and make sure to check out Football Fridays.